Hello, everyone. My guest today is Darren Ong. He's a passionate executive director and co-investor for high-growth SaaS and private equity and the private debt sort of ecosystems. He invested in Fluid FinTech and SalesProcess.io early on. Darren, you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah. So
so tell us
yeah,
about SalesProcess.io. What does the company do, and why did you invest?
sure. So sales process is basically in three key words: is growth, consulting, programs. So what we do is we've actually had about 1,200 plus client successes in really clearing the product market fit, the client mindset as well to grow their business at the maximum, like per day, tweakings for sales and marketing and lead gen, outbound prospecting, and so forth. So the consulting program, grows their business.
Darren, sorry, let's try and be specific here. So you've worked
Yeah.
with a bunch of different SaaS companies. Time Hero is one of them. Explain to me what you guys did for Time Hero.
So Time Hero, we actually looked at their initial product and platform. And what it was is we found that the team were still not, getting the right product market fit. So the ideal customer profile that they had was really, targeting a certain sector of niche, and that's where the consulting helped them to identify the niche and made even pricing adjustments to their packages that resonated with the actual sector that they were very compelling for, and that really ramped up the sales, and that spearheaded them also going for our program where it's a remote sales install, where we actually do hiring VSLs and video sales letters to hire candidates to become their remote sales.
So, Darren, just to be clear, for Time Hero paid you to do pricing work, product market fit work, and then they also hired you to basically for you to hire salespeople on your payroll to sell Time Hero's product. Is that accurate?
Not really. The remote sales is going to be Time Hero's sales remote, in
Their
terms of
team.
their team. But everything they do, we do a coaching as a service. So ramping the sales wrap up, through the whole year long execution program.
So, what does it cost typically? What's the customer paying you per month or per year?
So our gold packages come at 15,800 per year, and it for platinum it's at 21,800 per year, and for our diamond package, where it's one-on-one with Nick Cosbin, it's at 55,000 US per year.
Okay, and who is Nick Cosman?
Nick's basically a door-to-door. In fact, he started off, with the sales evolution that has, come to at this stage where he started door-to-door sales, and he actually scientifically worked out the foundational copyright, and he patented it, trademarked it, and that had a slew of other scientific uh, methodologies like product market fit.
Yeah, Darren,
Ideal
just to be clear,
customer profile.
Nick is not a scientist.
Yeah.
When you use scientific, that's you kind of putting marketing jargon. He's not a scientist. He's a great copywriter, and
He's engineering. Yeah,
he's engineering,
he's an engineering graduate. Yeah,
and he
so
built the system
he
for this
graduated
process.
from. Yeah,
How did you find him?
he
What year did you meet?
So about 3 years ago, I was like really looking at how to spruce up my own SaaS software.
What was the software
And
called?
so it was called. In fact, it was the first version of Fluid FinTech. It was called Girt Mobile,
Okay,
GIRT. Yeah.
Grit Mobile. Okay, so you met him, you paid him in 2017 to do work for you.
Yeah, yeah, and it really, from 800,000 US, it just ramped up for the whole year up to 5 million US.
So what happened to Grit Mobile? What's it today?
Now it's Fluid FinTech. So Gert Mobile is now renamed, rebranded to Fluid FinTech.
And what's it do?
So we have distributed ledger technology, fintech. It also covers even payment remittance solutions. So the whole gamut of remittance we actually do for businesses, credit unions, financial institutions. It's been doing really well. So now about 300,000 users on the platform.
So is it B2C or B2B?
B2C.
I got it. So you have
The
300,000
users of the
consumers.
credit union.
You have 300,000
Yeah.
consumers using you. How does Fluid FinTech make money?
So it's based on the transactions that the 300,000. We have some that are very basic, and then obviously intermediate, and then advanced transactions. So they pay different sort of transaction fees for different programs that we have for Fluid FinTech.
So when you say Grit Mobile hit 5 million in revenue back in 2017, that means you processed 5 million in transactions through your platform?
Yeah, that's
okay.
correct.
And you were taking about what percent? 1 or 2%?
Actually, we had at 7%.
Okay, got it. So you're taking 7%. And so obviously Nick comes in, he does work in 2017, 2018. It's now Fluid FinTech today. And obviously, so we can understand the impact of Nick's work, help us understand in 2020 or in 2019, how much transaction volume went through Fluid FinTech.
So it's now looking at touching 18 million for Fluid FinTech.
Are you guys still taking 7%?
At the moment, it's more like prorated, so about 6%.
Okay. Why did you look like you're thinking deeply about something? Was that a confusing question?
It was like 6.3, but it's going towards 6%.
Okay. So 18 million flowing through the platform last year, and you taking about 6.3% means on a gross revenue basis, the company did about 1.1 million in gross revenue before expenses. Is that accurate?
Yep.
And
exactly.
Are you still involved with the company?
Yeah. I'm a director. I'm actually expanding for the Asia Pacific and Middle East.
Yep. Interesting. Okay, got it. So what would you say Nick helped you do to grow from 5 million in total transaction volume in 2017 to 18 million in 2019?
Yeah, okay, great question. So in terms of the website, the landing page, the branding, what, the foundational copyright for our solutions for Fluid FinTech was harnessed and re-emphasized to, the target audience, which were the B2C users. So that was the first. Second was, our packaging in terms of the services, basic, intermediate, advanced. Then also use cases, case studies. A lot of work went into driving the outbound prospecting, ad traffic. So
Darren,
really,
sorry, the website gets like no traffic. I mean, I'm in the reports right now for Ahrefs and SEMrush. You don't even register on Alexa Traffic Rank as a top site, not even in the hundreds of millions. There's only 2 sites linking into the site. There's very little design. I don't even see pricing plans that you just described. Why don't I see any of that?
Are you at FLUIDFINTEC.com?
Yes.
Sometimes it's
There's no. I mean, I'm looking at the reports right now. There's no traffic. I mean, so when you say he drives you traffic via ads and built your inbound engine, well, there's nothing here to show for it. There's no traffic.
Yeah. So we actually have 23 credit unions. If you have a look at our corporate website, we market through these credit unions. So they are like mini banks. So the ad traffic is coming from them. So the users as well are coming from these 23 credit unions.
So this is Burr Credit Union Limited, Tubercarian District Credit Limited, St. Jarlath's Credit Union, etc.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So back to Nick, you decided to invest in SalesProcess. How much did you invest and why'd you do it?
So I've invested almost about 30,000 US altogether.
Okay.
And just for a mini shareholding in the their common shares.
So,
So
so how much equity do you
um,
own?
1.2%.
1.2%. Okay, got it. And how did you, I mean, obviously, you have to value the company when you make a $30,000 investment, you're valuing the company, what is that? Somewhere around
Yeah,
2.8 million is the value, right? If you own 1 point something percent for 30K.
yeah, yeah. So that was back then, right? Now it's really spruced up. It's touching maybe about 800,000 US a month
Mm-hmm.
MRR.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it's spruced up quite
What was
quite
it?
a lot from the
What was it
last
doing back
two
in
three.
20? What was it doing back in 2017?
2017 was uh, really was only doing about 150,000 MRR.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been the last few years has been fantastic because of the power of remote selling, and COVID has even made remote selling a must now for clients.
So what was total revenue in 2019?
2019 total ARR
Just total
or
revenue,
total revenue touched about
not touch, total revenue. You're
16,
filing a tax return. You put this number,
yeah, 16 million. Yeah,
1.6 million.
yeah, one
And what do you
six.
guys think it'll do in 2020?
Going by the 800,000, going to touch easily about 20 million.
Okay. You said in 2019 it was doing $800,000 a month in revenue on average.
Yeah, yeah. So it's already past a million in terms of uh, monthly recurring revenue the last few months. So the last few months have been probably month on month been growing about I'd say 15%.
How did you do 16 million in total revenue in 2019 if the average monthly recurring revenue was $800,000 per month? That would be about a $9.6 million in revenue, not 16 million. Where'd the extra 6 million, 7 million come from?
Yeah. Okay. So we have some major consulting programs as well that we hit the bigger clients, which are in the billions. I mean, the clients that are doing sales in the billion. So that one is also computed into on the bigger programs. So
Got it.
that one's kind of out
Today,
of
let's just take a
the
flashpoint in time. What do customers pay on average per month to use the platform? I know you have 3 plans, but on average, what's a customer pay per month?
average is about 21,000.
Per month?
No, per year.
Per
So
year. So,
if you
so
split
sorry,
that down, yeah,
$2,000 per
yeah, the
month, something
platinum,
like that. And how many are paying
yeah,
today monthly?
they are paying 1,200.
You have 1,200 customers today actively paying you.
Yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, over the next 30 days, there's going to be 1,200 individual people paying you on average $2,000.
Yes, that should be.
Okay, that's $2.4 million in monthly recurring revenue. You just told me you just passed a million in MRR. These numbers are off by factors of 2 and 3x, Darren. What's going on?
Yeah. So I mean, it might be that some of the 1,200 are already paid up, yeah, in full. So yeah, maybe when we look at the monthly recurring revenue, it's probably a breakup of half of it. So half of it are paying on a monthly. Some are paying slightly different programs. So the remote selling program is a monthly program. So the other programs, I think there are different programs that really come from a tree install base, and some are on monthly recurring.
How many people are on the team?
Now it's 59.
59 people. And what's sort of the split? How many are engineers?
We've got 5 engineers now.
Okay. And how many salespeople?
Sales, if you just look at salary, it's 7.
Okay.
Then the rest are all commission only.
How many of the are full-time team members, not including commission-only people?
So 7, 5, 12.
Got it.
12
So
are full-time. Yeah.
12 are full-time, and then you've got like 40 essentially contractors that are commission-only.
47.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pay them nothing if they don't drive you a sale.
Yeah.
What commission do you pay if someone brings you a $2,000 a month customer? What do you pay them in commission?
25%.
For one month or for the full 21,000 annual contract?
For the full TCV, 21,000 contract.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If they double team, then usually there's usually a discovery and there's a demonstration. So if they double team for it, it's the discovery is 10%, and then the closing the deal is 15%. So
got it.
It's still 25%.
And how long do these customers typically keep paying you per month? Or do they pay and then sort of stop after a year?
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get at. Some remote sales is a monthly program. So some are broken down into 3 like payments, and some go on a monthly spread. So they typically it's a whole year. The clients are very sticky. So we've got we had a renewal even as we speak this month. All was pretty good for renewals for this month.
What does that mean? So if you have 12, how many? What's your churn annually?
A churn. The churn is about 17%.
Okay, got it. So if you sign up 100 customers exactly 12 months ago, about call it 83 of them would renew.
Yep.
Got it. What's the game plan? Do you guys plan to sell the company or keep driving growth, or what? I mean, this is really a consulting business. You're not going to get a SaaS multiple.
Yeah. So basically, I think Nick's really leading. He wants to just have a lot of profit optimization before.
Is it profitable? Is it profitable today?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get monthly payouts?
Yeah.
How much? What was your monthly payout last month?
That was about 7,900 in US dollar.
7,900. And how did he get to that number?
So we've got valuation. We've got in fact the IRR and the how he's like doing the financial statements and so forth. So he takes it from the financial statements that come in. It's quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
So quarterly.
So what? I mean, maybe a better question is last month. What was profit? How much hit the bottom line as cash flow?
I think for each engagement at 21,800, the profit looks at.
Well, can we just look at the whole business? So just all last month, September of 2020, what was total profit in September of 2020?
September, in percentage, it would have been around 40%.
What is it in a flat number?
Because we pay the commissions, right? So that's about it prorates to 20% or whatever.
I understand that.
Off for the commissions.
What's the flat number though? Percentages are hard. 40% of $1 is 40 cents. That's not that impressive, even though if it's profit.
Yeah,
what was
I would
actual
say
profit number?
Like 20, 25 is the commissions. Then maybe another 35 is the implementation team. We've got to actually have the 5 engineers working and stuff, and then another 35 just.
Darren, I understand you have 40% profit margin. What I'm asking is, what was the number? Are we talking $1 million in profit, 500,000 of profit, 100,000 in profit in this month, September 2020? What will profit be?
Out of like the 2019, like the figures, just the 40% of the 18 million or whatever that I mentioned earlier, the percentage of the
Darren,
total
this month just happened. Sorry, I don't understand why you're talking about percentages on projections. If you just look at September, you're about to close out September. Yeah. What will total profit be in September?
It's not being computed yet. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, what was it in August? Even. What was it the month prior then? The last month that you completed, what was profit?
In about August would have touched about 1,000,001, give or take about 440,000.
Okay, and why do you guys decide to pay that out instead of reinvesting it back into the business? How do you make those decisions?
Yeah, so Nick actually has a lot of mastermind events now. So he's reinvesting on a lot more on these strategies for the premium, the diamond package, where he's going to actually have a lot more tracks in terms of the mastermind events, seminars, and so on. So these are more on the his diamond program that he meant sort of gives a very harnessed look in terms of and so on. If you know the background, he was also previously mentored by all the greats, Tai Lopez and so on.
Got it. I think people will make their own judgment.
Yeah.
Sure. Those are very different business models than building a true SaaS business. I think people, in terms of that space, the folks that are respected the most in terms of building a true SaaS business from that space are folks like Russell Brunson, which ClickFunnels is $97 a month or $297 a year or a month. It's a clear SaaS product, not selling a one-time event or consulting sort of on the side. It's truly a true SaaS product. There is no true SaaS technology product here, correct? It really is all consulting.
Consulting,
yeah. Very good. Still impressive, right? Great consulting business. Let's wrap up here with the famous five. Number one, favorite business book.
That would be Guerrilla Marketing.
Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Jeff Bezos.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building the company?
Close.
Number four, how many minutes of sleep are you getting every night?
Six hours, right?
Yep. Situation, married, single, kiddos?
Kiddo already, trio, married.
Yep. Very cool. And how old are you?
I am 50 this year.
50. Congrats. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
I think Amazon and Google shares.
Guys,
if I bought them. Yeah.
Guys, very good. You just met Darren today. He's an investor in SalesProcess.io, which is a consulting company, albeit doing fairly well. 1,200 customers, doing about $1 million per month in revenue, highly profitable. Darren put in $30,000 back in 2017 after he hired Nick, who runs SalesProcess.io, to run a project for what's now called Fluid Finance. That company did so well. He said, I got to invest in this guy. He did. The company's now growing. They've got 12 people full-time on the team, about 40 consultants who are commission-only salespeople, 5 engineers as they look to scale and continue to scale the company. Darren, thank you for taking us to the top.
Yep. Cheers, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.